Welcome to a wonderful Wednesday. Here we are in week 1 of our collaboration, Triple F 2026, Find the Fun in Feb. And today's prompt is time to tangle. So it can be Zentangles or doodles or whatever takes your fancy. I've decided to do Zentangle, a little Zentangle compilation, but in the same way that I used to do it when I first started it, when I had my work done like this in my Zentangle journal. So I've decided that I think I'm going to use these two. It's a bit clearer, makes a bit more sense this way, I'm not sure, but there we have it. This is Mythograph, and this one is Mirth, M-R-T-H. Now, I thought it would look rather nice if I put the two of these together on one page. Obviously, it's not going to look exactly the same because stuff like this never does. But this is where I'm going. So I'm going to just put this to one side where I can see it to refresh my memory. And I'm going to cover this page from Monday. Cover it up so I don't mess it up. I doubt that I will because I'm not using paints or anything splashy today. But just in case, it doesn't hurt to get used to doing this. Right, so how I started, obviously I had a page like this, gessoed and ready to go. But I thought if I'm going to do things along the line of my Zentangle journal, let me do it on the brown paper that I love so much. So I've glued this down and I did a little border around the edge just to neaten it up and to make a change. And now we start. I am going to start with my pencil, but we'll have a look and see. And if it's really not showing up where I'm working, then I'll do it offline and come back and trace it with the black ink on camera again later. No, I don't think we're going to see this. I really don't. Okay, folks, what I'll do is I'll go off camera, do the penciling off camera, and we'll come back and I will explain exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it with the pen when I'm working. I mean, a lot of people who are now adept at Zentangling don't even use a pencil anymore, but I just feel safer doing so, especially seeing as how it's my collaboration and I'm supposed to know what I'm doing. So we will sort that out. Before we start with the inking, I just want to show off a new pen that I bought. It's a bit of a kind of mystery one because the name of it is Weibo here. I think it's of Chinese origin, but everything is written on here in either Spanish or Portuguese. I'm not 100% sure, so it is a little bit confusing. However, they assured me in the shop that this was a permanent marker, because apparently the ones that I have been using, although they're waterproof, they're not anything else proof, so they're likely to smudge if I'm using liquid matte medium or something like that on top of them, which is a bit concerning. But anyway, at least I've found out now before it's too late. So the nice thing about it is we've got a super fine liner on this side, which I will show you there. That's that one. And then on this side, there's a thicker one. It's a felt tip. It looks like it could be quite thick, but it actually isn't. Because if you look here, it's only slightly bigger, thicker than the top one. And if I put it sideways and go carefully, I can take a little bit of a shortcut and do a thicker line if I want to. So we'll see how this goes. It will be a test drive. Okay, now I've penciled in a whole lot of stuff, and I'm working with my overhead light switched off because I've discovered that the combination of brown packaging paper and pencil just doesn't work. It seems to become invisible. It's like where the light touches it. For example, here, this is fairly dark pencil work, and you see you can't even see it because the light from the ceiling is shining over my shoulder onto here. So yeah, let's see, look, see how much bigger, darker it is. Anyway, not to worry because I can see what I'm doing, and I'm going to be using my pen, so you will see what I'm doing as well. Right, so I'm now going to start. I need to find the correct line, however, so I will start from the top, which is not the norm, but I'm just going to come down here. There we go. This is my first line. Now, what we do is we outline this. It's, as you know, well, if you do know Zentangling, this is what's normally called an aura. So you go around the outside edge. Okay, this is not working. I'm using the thicker side, and it's not working. So I am doing my aura and coloring it in at the same time. So I'm going to just finish this little section to remind me what I'm doing, and I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to do it with the fine liner. Okay, lesson number 1 learnt. There we go. So you put an aura on this side, and then you also put an aura on the other side. So I'm going to start at the bottom and work upwards, because I actually have more control over my pen if I work like this. So I work away from what I'm doing, and somehow I have more control. Okay, so now you can see there's the initial line and the aura on each side. But like I said, I'm going to now, because I made a bit of a mistake at the beginning, but that reminds me too, they do say that you cannot make mistakes when you're doing Zentangling. There are no mistakes. So there we are. I just didn't make a mistake, I had a learning curve. How does that sound? There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do another aura on this side, so that that thick black line is like the center. There we go. Okay. Now, this is where the fun begins, because you take a line, and you do one of these. You see, you've come out of this section here. Now you can put an aura in, just aura on the one side. There we go. This will definitely all be speeded up because otherwise we'll have a 2-hour video to deal with. Right, so that's that side. Now we go to the other side and we do something similar, but I'm going to do it from here, like this. There we go. How are people feeling about the collaboration so far? You know, did you enjoy the first prompt if you're actually doing the collab with us? I hope you did. And I hope you're going to enjoy this one as well. Right, so there we go. We've done 2 of those. So now you do another aura. And I'm just keeping an eye on this section here because that is where I'm putting mirth. So I'm just going to do a little bit more here so that you guys can see how it goes. Here we go. And let's just go up here too. Just put one in there. And a couple here. I love these. And you never know. Are they bubbles? Are they pearls in water? Or are they little seeds that have landed here through the air? Right, there we go. We've got that little piece. Shall we put a couple up here? Yeah, let's do that. This is a very thin line, so we can just kind of do that. The outlining and so on is done on that section. And now we're going over to mirth. Now I'm going to branch away from the norm here, because what normally happens with mirth is when you've got this one underneath here, what you would do is go that far and stop. You see, now that doesn't do it for me. I want to do this, so that's what I'm doing today. Haven't done it before, but this is a time of experimentation, so let's go for it. Here we are. It does give me an awful lot of extra work in a short while. You'll see why just now, but personally I think it's going to be worth it. You see what I'm doing here? I'm just filling in as I go, because I'm going to have to come back and do that anyway, so why not do it now? The way I do it, it's just what pleases my brain, is I take this now and I start doing it like a slice of cake, just to give me some direction. Like that. Because what you're going to do now, let me find this so I can show you and show me again. Show you and remind me. I think that's the way to do it. You see here, we're going to draw these little fine lines now. And the thickening at the bottom there, around the edges, that is what makes it look like it's curving over. So, and then accentuates it with the highlighting and shading. But there, that's what we're going to do now. So you kind of go like this. And you know, when you're doing these straight lines and fanning outwards with them, you're automatically making some interesting shading from the central point, as you can see now. Okay, I'm going to finish this one first because, okay, so we've gone to the straight line, you see. Now we're going to come down and we're going to start doing this cake slice story again. Starting to take shape and starting to look very good. I'm happy. And here we are at the end of the exercise. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves, and I hope you found it very interesting. Little extra additions is this little snail. It's not really a bijou, which is the Zentangles snail. It's a little one that I've just drawn. And then this fescue with these little leaves is also not a Zentangle as far as I can remember. But yes, I hope you like it. If you've enjoyed this video, please like. If you haven't subscribed, I would love to have you on board. And comment, please. The comments are so important to us, because then it tells us that we're moving in the right direction, or we're doing the right thing. So if you can do that, we would be very grateful. Other than that, there's nothing left to say except stay well, stay safe, stay warm in the north, and stay cool in the south. And we'll see you again really soon. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye.